In the centre of each of the scientific plots we have a centre post. It's colour coded. It tells us what treatment this plot has had. This particular one has had a basalt treatment and is then a mixed broadleaf planting. And the basalt, as was applied originally, looked silver grey across all of this before the grass had grown, and actually now a combination of grass and weathering, you can't see it anymore. It's all sort of soaked away into the soil. In each of the scientific plots, we track the 100 trees closest to the centre of the plot, and each of those trees is tagged individually. We've had a series of local and student and other volunteers out helping us to tag the plots, tag the trees, identify the trees and catalogue them. You can see here on the left hand side we have a stake, and on the stake there is a barcode with a little aluminium tag, and that identifies the individual tree within the plot. That allows us to then track it over time. We use the Carbon Community app to then scan the barcode and catalogue the tree, and all that data gets uploaded into a cloud database. We have other trees here growing in this mixed broadleaf plot. I mean, this one here is an oak. You can see it's really very vigorous, growing really very nicely. It's getting out the top of its tree shelter, which is doing really well. So that's really quite big, put on quite a lot of new growth, which is very impressive for an oak, which is rather more slower growing. And further in the distance you can see also a rowan, which is also getting clear of the tree guard at the top, which again is growing very well. And a little bit further to the left you can see some birch. It's a downy birch and very easy to recognise because it's got a sort of soft fluffy texture. So we've been teaching our volunteers to do tree recognition as part of the cataloguing exercise that they've been doing as they've been going around and tagging and identifying trees in the app. And that's been kind of interesting, fascinating to see people learning really around the different kinds of trees and what they look like and how they're growing, and also to measure them and see how some trees are doing better and some trees not so well, and you know the broad spectrum of data that you get when you actually get out into the field and see the real world detail of growing a new forest.